Hey there, Agile Adventurer. Just a quick question. What if, for the price of a fancy coffee or half a pizza, you could unlock over 700 hours of the best Agile content on the planet? That's audio, video, e-courses, books, presentations, all that you can think of. But you can also join live calls with world-class practitioners and hang out in a flame war-free and AI slop-clean Slack with the sharpest minds in the game. Oh, and yes, you get direct access to me, Vasco, your Scrum Master Toolbox podcast. No, this is not a drill. It's the Scrum Master Toolbox membership. And it's your unfair advantage in the Agile world. So if you want to know more, go check out scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. That's scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. And check out all the goodies we have for you. Do it now. But if you're not doing it now, let's listen to the podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday, the big challenge question of the week. This week with Aliu Adewale. Hey, Aliu, welcome back.
Thank you, Vasco. I'm happy to be back again.
So, Aliu, on Wednesdays, we talk about the big challenge, something you care about, a challenge you're facing, and then we explore it together, hopefully modeling the coaching conversation that our listeners need to model every day. So let's pick a topic. So share the topic with us, and then let's start the conversation. What topic do you bring to us this week, Aliu?
The topic I want to bring is prioritization. Prioritization, and we all struggle with it. Not even only Scrum Master, even in our day-to-day life, we struggle. We have so many beautiful things we want to do. And at the end of the day, when you have so many things, you end up doing nothing. So prioritization has been a challenge in one of the volunteer projects I'm working on with Parent-Teacher Association and my community. So, and we all want to build something for the parents where they can actually, like a centralized app for our school announcements, PTA updates, volunteer coordination, an event reminder and all that. But prioritization has been an issue because everyone that supports this project comes from different backgrounds and different skill sets. We have people that, for me right now, my roles has evolved in my organization beyond Scrum Master, more like a leadership role. But right now, on this particular project, I'm serving as a Scrum Master for this group. We have people that are developers in the organization. Some of them are executives too, but they actually want to contribute. But our problem right now is prioritization because everyone have so many lists. The first time we met, we had about 250 ideas, like different things they want to actually use, different features they have to do for us. So right now, my problem is prioritization, which I'm working through it gradually. We only have 3 months time frame between when school goes on holiday to when they resume back.
Okay, so let's tackle that, because prioritization, and I want to explore this topic with you, but first let me introduce this idea. Prioritization is often confused with desirability or classification of features. Like, for example, many people will say that Moscow or must, should, could, won't is a prioritization method, and I would say it is not, right? Because if everything ends up as a must, which is usually what happens, then there's no value to that information. You end up having to prioritize everything that is in the must list anyway. So you're just, delaying. So you categorize, right? Like that's basically what you do, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with categorization, but it's not prioritization. Then the other aspect that often confuses people is that people think that we need to prioritize a feature list, which is fine. Like there's nothing wrong. We may want to prioritize a feature list, but that assumes and needs the features to be fully independent from each other, which we know they are not, right? Let's imagine your app has a login. obviously you can't do a lot of the functionality without having the login. So there's also the dependencies. So dependencies also come into prioritization, and, you know, front end, back end dependency, whatever. There's always a lot of dependencies in the software. So have you and the team already discussed these ideas, or are you talking about prioritization or still above this, like without the full understanding of what it really is about and why you need to prioritize?
So thank you for bringing that up. When you say prioritization, right, one thing that people don't consider is the timeline. How much time you have to deliver this. You can have 20 features you prioritize. Do you have duration of time to deliver it? What if you have only 2 months, 3 months? In our own case right now, we only have 3 months, 1st of June to end of August. So everything that everyone are bringing into the table right now are nice to have. I take that back. I must have. A lot of must have. And there is no way we can achieve all this must have. Just to complement what you said earlier, right? You can classify something and everything might be looks good, must have, but do you have time to achieve them? So we have 3 months. Let's assume we are running a 2-week sprint. That's 6 sprints. Can we achieve all this must have within that time frame? No. So how can we pick the best out of all this? That's what we're currently dealing with right now with the team. And everyone wants something to be delivered.
Of course, because then there are different constituencies, right? Like there's
Absolutely.
the parents, there's the students, there's the teachers, there's school, there's all of that. So what have you tried so far to try to get to an agreement of what are the things we should do first versus what are the things we might do later?
So I tried something where it was challenging. I went for a training a couple of years ago for ACSM, and I forgot the name of the coach that I worked with during that training. He did one experiment during our section where he has like list of names, animals, and things, and you have to go like first horizontally, and after you finish, let's say 10 place, 10 cars, and 10 designers, you have to go horizontally first, and you stop your time. Maybe that take 45 seconds. Then you do the same thing again, but this time around you go vertically. And you will realize that you complete what you did vertically compared to horizontally, like the fastest time, more than like 10 seconds earlier. So teams need focus. We need to be like, we are picking this one first. Don't let us juggle. And that's to go back to your classification. Don't let us juggle from one must have to must have. Let's focus on what we need right now. What do we need like in the next 3 months that can add value? So my approach to this group right now is, what do we need the first 3 months when the school resume back? That's
actually a great point, because of course the school year has a full cycle, and of course there might be semesters or you know, year divisions. Some countries have divide the year into 3 different divisions, others into 2. Like it depends.
Like but another.
And have you, like, what's been your interpretation? Does this, what do we need in the first 3 months, has that helped people kind of focus and be able to prioritize?
Yes, absolutely. Because initially they were coming with what they need for the whole year, for the whole school year, starting from FY27 year end, from August to next year, July. So my approach with the team was, let's focus on first 3 months. All these must have, what is coming in the first 3 months. Let's focus on this. So let me throw it out there as a number. Let's say they have like 50 features, 50 nice to have: attention, school announcement, teachers' messages, PTA updates, all these volunteer coordination and all that. When we streamline that must have, we ended up with 5 or 6 features compared to 50. And this happened in big organizations where they just stakeholders want to have everything at the same time. But
because they think they must ask for it, otherwise they don't get it, right? Like it's almost self-inflicted.
Exactly. So that has really worked so far, because I basically say, okay, we have 3-month timeline. We can get all of these features in 3 months. What is the first things that we need? Can we list out what we need in the first 3 months when the school is back? Let's focus on that first. Don't let us focus on 1 year out, because 1 year out, some things might be sitting in the backlog that we will realize that things can change. Government policy can change toward the end of the year. School can change their policies too, which most of these things that we are focusing on right now might be useless at the end of the day. Let's focus on the most important things in the next 3 months when the school resumes back. Then we ended up with a short list of like 7 features or 6 features compared to having like 60, 70s.
Yeah, so and actually that technique is really great, because you might even ask, what do we need in, let's say that you have a 1 month sprint, right? You might even ask, what do we need in the first month? Because the second month you will still have 1 more sprint to execute, right?
Absolutely.
So that time constraint is actually a great focusing effect. I usually ask the teams that I work with, what's preventing us from releasing tomorrow? And that really focuses us on what really matters, right? Because of course we can say, okay, if we're going to release tomorrow, we need this and this, right? It's not a list of features anymore. It might be even, I don't know, operational things or whatever that might be. So that's a great experiment, and one that I would definitely recommend our listeners also try. Like, go shorter in the time frame. That was brilliant. Thank you for sharing that, Aliu.
Thank you so much, Vasco.
All right, I hope you liked this episode. But before you hit next episode, here's the deal. This podcast is powered by people like you, the members who wanted more than just inspiration. They wanted real tools and real connection to people who are practicing Agile every day. We're talking access to over 700 hours of Agile Gold, CTO level strategy talks, summit keynotes, live workshops, e-courses, deep dive interviews, books, and if you're into no estimates, we got the pioneers of no estimates in those deep dive interviews as well. Agile business intelligence, creating product visions, coaching your product owner courses, you name it. You'll get invites to monthly live Q&As with Agile pioneers and practitioners, plus a private Slack community, which is free of all of that AI slop you see everywhere, and of course, without the flame wars. It's a community of practitioners that want to learn and thrive together. It's the best place to connect with community and learn together. So if this podcast has helped you before, imagine what you will get from this podcast membership. So head on over to scrummastertoolbox.org/membership and join the community that's shaping the future of Agile. And we have so much for you. So check out all the details at scrummastertoolbox.org/membership, because listening is great, it's important, but doing it together, that's next level. I'll see you in the community Slack. We really hope you liked our show. And if you did, why not rate this podcast on Stitcher or iTunes? Share this podcast and let other Scrum Masters know about this valuable resource for their work. Remember that sharing is caring.